Hello, good morning. Angela Saunders with today's BST. And this is part 2 of effective meetings. And yesterday I talked about organising a meeting, and today I want to talk about structuring the meeting. Right, well, I think I'm going to start off by talking once again about the agenda that we mentioned yesterday in a little bit more detail just to start off with, because the agenda can be a very worthwhile tool to help you organise and stay focused at the meeting, especially if you have a right-hand column, say, down which you mark the people who are going to be called in to undertake tasks or discuss items under certain numbers on the agenda, certain subjects of the agenda. That can be extremely useful. And it's also useful if you can note down under that on that column, under the names of the people there, what they're expected to bring to the meeting or what information needs to be collected prior to the meeting. And that way, people don't turn up and say, "Oh, I didn't know we were going to be talking about that," or "Oh, I've left it on my desk. Oh, my goodness." And quite often these are excuses. There's certainly excuses that I've heard in my time for people not turning up having done the job that they were supposed to do. And let's face it, if you're calling a meeting in a formal sense, it's going to be something where important information is going to be discussed and produced. So make quite sure those people that you're calling to the meeting know what they've got to produce. That's an important point that I felt I just had to raise today. Now, another point is, do you really need to hold a formal meeting? Could it be a telephone conference? Could you organise it using online software or using your telephone? There are a lot of companies, if you Google them online, that can let you download their software. And of course they do charge because they undertake to organise the calls and the meetings, and they have the software for it. And it can go through your telephone. You can use your own telephone, or you can do it online. So of course most of you will know about that and probably used it. I often use Skype meetings. I find them very effective, and it always produces the goods every time. So that's something. I've also used GoToMeeting, which is another very effective software, and it helps you conduct your meetings, which are then recorded. So you have a permanent record of what was discussed and the outcomes and who does what at the end of the day. So that's very useful. Now, you have to make people stick to the tasks that they've actually undertaken that have been agreed at the meeting. And one of the ways of doing that is by doing some forward planning and maybe sending out reminder emails that they had undertaken at that particular meeting, under those particular minutes or under those particular notes, that they undertook to do a certain job, and just ask them very nicely how they're getting on with it. Would they like to feedback to you prior to the next meeting, or feedback to you within the next week? And give them a time structure. Therefore, they will be understanding the urgency of the job that they have been given and when they should feed it back to you with the information. It's a bit like delegating, and the same rules apply. So always have a follow-up date that they know they have to produce the outcome, or get together with you for further discussion. Okay, herein lies the end of today's BST, and we'll speak tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Bye.